Coming up, the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 79, Cobra TELE-VIPER and COBRA Flight Pod, aka Trouble Bubble. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Tonight's video, we'll be unboxing and reviewing the new G.I. Joe Classified Series number 79, the TELE-VIPER and COBRA Flight Pod, quote unquote Trouble Bubble. So as many of you know who are collectors, these actually went on sale this week and shipped out. Some have got them, some haven't. I actually ordered two, but only got notification that one shipped. It says the other is going to be shipping on September 15th. So that's a little odd. Considering the different heads that these come with, you know, you can mix and match kind of troop build. You'll get a few extra flight pods, but they're pricey for a troop builder. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get into it, and we'll go over the box. So here you can see, you know, here's your little diorama setup. You have some flight pods in the background flying around. Your main one right here looks like some jungle theme. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Cobra, TELE-VIPER, and COBRA Flight Pod, quote, Trouble Bubble, unquote. Here you have some art. Upper corner, the accessories it comes with. So flip it to the side. And it's going to be a very close-up shot of this. But here's the art again. 79. QR code if you need it. Stats. Flip around to the back. You have some detail. Looks like here's some look at the forearm, back of the flight pod, shoulder. Accessories, flight pod stands at 5.8 inches. TELE-VIPER itself stands at 6.3 inches. You have another helmet here, a third one, the little weird gun he always came with, a tube. This side, just the art. Top G.I. Joe Classified. Bottom, just UPC and some warning. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get out the trusty dusty knife, and we'll pop this puppy open. But first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. Alright, so we'll bring that around and pop the tape on this side. So, I've been looking forward to this one. You know, it's another vehicle. Well, technically a mini vehicle, but still, to get that is pretty awesome. Alright, so figure and the flight pod in that. And over here we have the large accessory box. So due to the size of the box, we're going to keep it kind of off frame. But look at the size of this box, man. It's like 4 times as big as the normal one. We'll actually show this off first. Let's see, TELE-VIPER and COBRA Flight Pod, Trouble Bubble, 79. Cobra symbol, 79. See what we got here. Just some cardboard, that's nothing. We're gonna pop this open. We'll go over the figure, I guess, last. Do a little, mix it up a little bit. Crap! Cobra bag 1. And G.I. Joe Cobra bag 2. So we'll go ahead and get these open. I'm going to start with the bigger bag first. Opened up. Emptied out. So it looks like you just have the, I guess the booster thrust piece, lift, whatever you want to call it, for the Trouble Bubble itself. It's pretty cool. Some nice detail. Very very retro and reminiscent to the classic one. Yeah, you got the Sky Striker count on the back. Cobra, you got your number, danger, hot exhaust. And check out the movement on these, back and forth. Cool stuff. Close it up and out of here. Put that off to the side, and we'll pop open bag 2. Dumped out. All right, so we'll start off bag 2 with the bomb here. That's pretty cool. 9, caution, bunch of arrows. Does that turn? No. Let's see if this little panel pops off, and it does. So the inner panel, it's nothing, it's blank. Look on this side, and got a few internal, gizmos. That's pretty slick. And close this back up. Make sure it's all in there, and pop that panel back on. And we'll put that to the side. All right, so here you have this tube. It's pretty neat. Just regular tube connect the gun to the backpack. All right, moving on here, we have a pair of missiles. Now these are, just straight up coming out of the original Real American Hero figures. Even the bottom, the peg itself that holds, or I'm sorry, that sticks into the missile, it looks very reminiscent to the originals. So that's definitely neat. You have a small hole in the back, like maybe I think they wanted to include some missile effects, some firing options, but I guess not. I don't have any stickers or anything like that on here, but that's all good. And you get 2 of these, identical, all black, right on. All right, next up, we'll show off his backpack here. Again, also very reminiscent of the OG TELE-VIPER. Looks very, very close to it, to the same thing. I remember that like egg-shaped sort of backpack, with a little antenna piece on the side. This one, of course, comes up a bit higher, has a lot more detail. There's the back peg for the figure, and it almost looks like it opened, but it doesn't. The new touch is, I guess, the purple paint over these buttons on the back. A lot of detail in here, but no colors. It's all black, and then you have the purple keys, key buttons. Little peg knob here to hold the weapon, and that's about it for this. I do remember these little points at the top too. All right, we'll go ahead and bring the weapon out. So here this is. I can't remember what this was exactly. Like some kind of sonic emitter or something like that. I don't know, something weird, but looks very much like the OG one, maybe a little different, but very close to the same. There is a hole in the front, so if you wanted to, you can pop a blast effect on there. So that should work. You get the handle comes down. There's this peg here that you would attach into the tube. So of course, the tube will run around and go into the backpack. We'll do all that when we gear them up. Some nice detail on this. All black, looks good, cool. Next up, you have these 2 pieces here, which I believe will plug into the sides of the TRUBBLE bubble, so that way you can plug your missiles into them. So if you notice the one end here, it's kind of smaller, and then to larger, the missiles smaller to larger, and you simply plug it in right in like that, and there you go. So that's cool. You can have missiles on it or not, whichever you want. And you get 2 of these, one for each side. There you go. Next up, you have a pair of heads here. So I'll show these off real quick. So here is the mast head. So you have the TELE-VIPER, helmet. It's got the cool little, almost like headphones that go around it. But the goggles are down on this one, or these are just a different type of goggles. Almost like night vision, or maybe flight goggles or something like that. There is a mask that comes down over the rest of the face. That's all in black. Go around to the back, and you have a few extra straps or whatever that is. Down to the bottom, you see the hole for the ball joint. So that's pretty cool. And then moving on, you have this kind of grinning, open teeth. Doesn't have the full mask on. It does have the visor down. You have the skin showing on his face right here on the lower part of his face, the complexion. So it appears to be African American. I do see a little bit of red, it looks like, in the lips. Or actually, maybe it's just a brown. Maybe it's the glare I have. I was gonna be like, I hope he ain't wearing lipstick. Anyways, you go around to the back, you notice them other straps aren't here. So I'm assuming that's probably, if you look at the comparison between these two, Maybe it's something to do with, you know, the rest of the features that are on the face of this one, like this this visor here, goggles, whatever they are, and the face mask, because they're not on this one, but the rest is pretty much the same. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. All right, and the last piece from the accessory pack is this right here. So let's pop this. Not exactly sure what this is yet. And it's the bottom gun or turret. So here's that. It's pretty big and hefty too, kind of. You see there's a piece here for it to plug into the bottom of the TRUBBLE bubble. It's like a small ball joint that comes out, and that'll be able to, so you can angle it around and, you know, pew pew pew. The front of it does have holes as well, so it looks like it can hold a blast effect. The back has a hole, so maybe an exhaust port. Anyway, it's neat. Alright, so moving on. Here is the regular TELE-VIPER and the flight pod. You can see the back art on black and white right here. And this looks like it's going to take a little bit to... definitely got to cut these out. Look at that mess to hold the flight pod in. That's crazy. We'll go ahead and start cutting this open so we can get that out. So pop one. Pop two. And we're going to get this side here. Make a mess. Flinging stuff everywhere. Alright, so back this up some. We got this out. This is tied on all nice. Alright, so I'm going to cut this one as well. Let me find a vantage point where I can get in here. So I don't want to cut into it. I'm afraid I'll hit the piece itself. Maybe I can kind of pop that. Just an odd angle. And I don't want to dig into the plastic or mess anything up. So there we go, we got it. Alright, get that out of here. And here's the flight pod. It's cool, man. This is definitely a looks like the regular original version. You know, it's just scaled up. So inside you have this red harness here. There's the dome for the top. Just like the original, it's got these two pieces that come down off of the clear dome that can plug into the flight pod itself. So that's cool. Up and down. Got a number on the side here. Some detail inside, or it looks like it could be a panel there, but it's not. And you have the front, I guess, joystick module, or whatever you want to call it. Just your flight gear. Flip around, you know, you got a pair of handlebars. This will turn left and right some. You have a screen here that's kind of like in red. Good stuff. Some details on the inside. There's green screen here, a bunch of red buttons, some yellow panels up here. Flip around, go down to the bottom. Your stand, of course, your back piece, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and put together our flight pod. Alright, first things first, let's go ahead and pop the cannon on it. So just get this ball joint, bring it over to the hole in the top of the cannon here, and just kind of plug it in. I guess you gotta put a little bit of force into it. I don't feel like it's snapping in. There we go. Yeah, no pop, but it's definitely in. So there's that. So that's also, you know, guided and controlled with this. Cool stuff. Bring us around, and we will put our, you know, jets onto the back, our jet engines. Simply plug those in like that. That all nice and snug. And then coming around, we will go ahead and pop these on. You notice how they're kind of angled, so that's to go with the curvature of the sides of the flight pod. So we'll put one in right here. And it doesn't hold that well. Maybe it's yeah, it's upside down. Okay, I see. So you gotta look at the grooved area that's on here. Like this one, you can see a little lip on it. So this one will go on that side, and there, that one holds in. Okay, cool. And bring it around. You know, you got the same lip on this side. Get that plugged in. right here. Good to go. Stand that up. Alright, so it kind of sits up. It won't be so top heavy when that's down. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get these missiles plugged on and put in place. There's one. Go over here and get on number 2. And then bam. There's your flight pod all geared up. Now, as for the bomb, I would think that, you know, this bottom hatch might pop open, but maybe not. It feels like it can, but I don't know. I don't watch any reviews before I do my own, so I'm not 100% sure if that will open and you can pop anything in there, but it would be neat if, you know, that can go right up inside there. So if it had like a little button or something you can push and, you know, boop, out drops the bomb. That'd be cool. But I'm not sure. See, I'll probably toy with it, you know, after the video. But if you guys see something, you know, definitely let me know in the comments if there's something I'm missing here that, you know, there's an area you can actually put that. I just don't see it right now. And I don't see anywhere it can actually hold on to here anywhere either. So, I don't know. Anyway, put that all to the side for a moment. And then we'll get out our TELE-VIPER. So once again, cut these strings here. Get him out. He came out pretty easily. So there you have it. Here's your TELE-VIPER. You know, the traditional, almost kind of dark blue and purple. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You know, same helmet as the others. Same head sculpt, actually. He's got that little bit of a grinning face. As you can see, he's got the lighter skin tone, like Caucasian. Looking at his neck, he does have a black, maybe undersuit on underneath the blue flight suit. So it's cool. The vest is sealed all the way around. You know, I've seen people take the figures apart and pop the vest off, so I'm curious what it looks like underneath, but I'm sure it's just a, you know, a reused piece. So look at the head. Goes down that far. Can go up that far. It's on a ball joint, so it can do a full 360. Come to the arms, straighten them out. You have butterfly joints right here. Arm can go out that far. Let's see, you can do a full 360. You have bicep rotation. And you have double jointed pinless elbows. Move over to these gauntlets, and they seem like they're new tools. They're not attached, so they're just over, you know, the forearms itself. You can see there's some detail on this one, as I showed on the box earlier. You know, almost like a black screen with some red. I'm not sure exactly what it is on there, but there it is, some screens. And then you got your hands. This is like a trigger finger. Actually, both of them are like trigger fingers. Backs of the hands have that little purple, you know, marking on it, like patch or something. I'm not sure. Hands are on a hinged peg. Move down, up, rotate 360, go inward, and go outward. Cool deal. Due to the vest, we can't check ab crunch too much. He does move forward a little bit. He can move backward and stay that way. There is some waist swivel. Here's his black and purple belt. Bunch of pouches on it. It's also not attached, so that can move around. Alright, looks like the cod piece here is not attached either, so it could be another, you know, hollow piece underneath that they just made this and like threw it over it. So that's neat. You have the legs here, which are drop legs. So you drop them down and up. You can put them out that far, almost close to 90. Forward that far. Back that far. Plug it back in. Check the thighs that do have swivel. And then you got your double jointed pinless knees. Moving down to the shin, you have the rotating calf piece here. That's cool. You got these like purple gaiters over top of the black boots. And if you mess with the feet, you have a hinge to let them go down and then up. And they have a side-to-side pivot. So cool, he's got some decent flexibility. So that's nice. I'll toy with him a minute. And I'll stand him up. See how he stands. Pretty simple, solid, pretty good. Awesome. So we'll go ahead and gear him up now. So we're gonna take his backpack and pop that on him. Just kind of line that peg up through the vest and into the back like that. See how it looks from the front and then the back. Pretty good. So we'll take the tube. It doesn't look like it matters which way it goes. They both look like the same plugs. So we'll get that in there. And you could probably either go left or right-handed with them. So let's make him right-handed. So go ahead and plug that in. Get that finger through the trigger guard. Bring this tube around up underneath the gun and plug that into the bottom of the handle right here. There you go. So cool deal. Awesome. So you got your TELE-VIPER. All right, so what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna go ahead and take the gun back off. Actually, I do have a second one coming, so I will leave this little, backpack and gun setup aside, and I'll actually have it used for the second one, which I doubt we'll do a video on, but I will have two set up. And I'm gonna swap the heads. So for this one, I'm gonna pop that head off. I'm gonna check this one out, but I'm not gonna keep this one on either. Just want to give it a quick look over, see how he looks. That's on there. So here he is with the second flesh tone head. I just twisted on a little too much. I didn't want to stand properly, but he's up now. Cool. And like I said, I'm not going to keep that one on him either. I'm going to use this one because this looks like something you would use, if you're actually, we need to send these out. Almost like if this was Star Wars, these would be like your TIE pilots. You have a ton of these flight pods, and I'm sure these TELE-VIPERs are just all ready to get out there and get into it. So we're going to pop him inside of this. So what we'll do is bring his legs up, and I'm gonna break these knees because I'm not exactly sure how he's gonna sit yet. So let me see how I can get this. Do something like that. I'll bring this one up like that. Let me see. Let's angle this a bit more so you guys can kind of see down in there how I'm doing this. So I'll lift this harness. Get those legs around. Get that centerpiece up in between his legs. Arm down in here. I have to spin these, put these down, and bring them top pieces down over his shoulders. So right here, a little hard to see, you have this peg right here, and then the hole on the harness, and just plug that in. So you have your TELE-VIPER all strapped in. It's not a great hold. Try to get in there a little more. It's a bit tight, so my fingers don't want to fit in there, but I'll figure it out. Let me see. How can I get through there? There we go. Got it. All right. So that's in. That's on. Like that. We're going to go ahead and extend these arms out. Try to keep them straight. Get the next one out. And get these hands over these handlebars here. And that's kind of cool because it looks like the finger can come out and almost like go over that like it's a brake, like it would be on a motorcycle or a dirt biker. So that's neat. That fits up pretty well. And guess the feet kind of just hang. You set them up any way you want, really. So you need to make some stands for these so you can like actually have it propped up. We lost a missile. Get that plug back in. Close that dome down. And bam, there you have it. There's the Cobra TELE-VIPER and the flight pod. So let's go ahead and throw this on the turntable, and we'll give you some final thoughts. Alright, so there you have it. Here's your G.I. Joe Classified Series, number 79. The Cobra TELE-VIPER and Cobra Flight Pod. Quote, Trouble Bubble, unquote. Cool, nice little vehicle accessory set. Actually more pleased with it than I thought I would be. This is great. It's you know, very reminiscent to the OG style. It almost seems like they just took the parts and blew them up some, because it definitely is very, very, very similar to everything they made before. So kudos to the artist, you know, the sculptors. If they resculpted it, I don't know if they blew it up or not, but it's definitely cool. TELE-VIPER is great. You know, it's quite a few reused parts. The new head sculpt is good. You finally get this, you know, backpack and gun accessory that I had so many of them when I was a kid, but I only had like 2 TELE-VIPERs, so I don't know where they came from. But anyway, they're included. You know, TELE-VIPER is nice. I kind of think maybe they should have just made this a larger, you know, deluxe set. Maybe gave you 2 figures with it. But I guess to have people troop these, I just don't see it. You know, like I said, I'm getting 2, and that's about it. Even though there's 3 different heads, I still think 2 is all I need. The flight pods are cool. You know, Cobra definitely used a ton of them, but I just don't think I need too many. You know, 2 is enough. And definitely 1 for display for now, and I'll wait till the other one comes in and then decide what to do with them at a later date. But anyways, these have been sold out. I'm seeing prices go up already, so if you're lucky enough to get one, cool. If not, you know, just wait. They might re-release more, or, you know, pick it up, buy one from your buddy. You know, check them out on some of the G.I. Joe pages, see what they're doing, see how many are selling. I know there's a couple up right now. The guy's asking 80 for them, so that's a bit over, you know, bit over retail. But you know, it's very cool. They're definitely worth it. So grab one if you need, and I hope you like them. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Like always, if you did, please leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.